Think it's gonna rain?
Yes, it's starting to rain.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go walk out in that hurt.
Don't stress about. Hey, how's it going, guys?
How you doing?
Can I start the conversation?
I'm leaving. I love you.
Come on in, guys. Sorry, we'll come in here.
This is a lot nicer than last time I seen it.
Yeah, we're this is where we do the public meetings. So,
Nice.
what's the issue? What do we do?
So he's over on
Lot 4
Who is he?
on
Who are
Indian
you?
Hills. Spencer Black.
Spencer Black. Okay, yes, I think I met your wife. She came in and talked to me the other day.
Fine.
Okay.
So, and like was instructed that he didn't have an occupancy agreement. I don't know if he has one. We haven't seen one. He didn't have one with him.
On which property is this? Where?
It's
This is out of the Indian Hills
Yeah,
Trailer
it's
Park.
out, yeah,
Oh,
lot
okay,
4.
okay. This is. And so what's the question? Just what are we going to do about it?
Yes.
The problem is that this goes beyond just it not having an occupancy agreement. This is an issue where we're having a problem with you moving from property to property to property.
Right.
And there's a right and a wrong way to move on someone's property, and you're doing it the wrong way, and this is the 4th time in a row.
Right.
And so
So
we're drawing a hard line because we've watched what you've done 3 times prior, and we're not going to be a part of that. So far, I think 3 different people have had to go through and this has not involved the trust because the people that you were living with had an occupancy agreement from the trust.
Right.
But they've had a very difficult time once they gave you permission to be on the property for a short amount of time. They've had a very difficult time getting you back off the property.
and I've had a difficult time getting to talk to those people.
Okay, well, you'll always be able to talk to me. I've always been right here.
Well, maybe
So,
that's what.
Is there any reason that when you went to move on to this property, you didn't walk in here and just ask for permission and fill out a petition like everybody else?
Well, I've had an occupancy agreement on it since 2010.
I can go pull the records, but I highly doubt that. And if you've had an occupancy agreement on it, let me ask you the second question. Have you complied with that occupancy agreement?
Well, last time I was in here, last year, had Jethro pull it up on the computer,
Okay.
showed a 0 balance, and he didn't have any problems with me.
Okay, well, I'll just make it really simple. You understand the occupancy agreement requires, even if you have one, I'll go look, I don't think you do, but if you have one, it requires 2 things. Property taxes be paid, and a $100 occupancy fee per month be paid. Have you done those 2 things?
My account was 0.
I'm not asking what your account is, I'm saying, have you done those 2 things? Have you paid the property taxes, and have you paid the $100 every single month?
I was not aware of the property tax issue on my occupancy agreement
It's
at
in
all.
if you have an occupancy agreement, it's in the occupancy agreement. That is a requirement.
I don't recall it,
Okay,
to be honest with you.
okay. Well, here's the deal. I don't believe there's an occupancy agreement. I'll go look. But I know for sure you don't have an occupancy agreement on 3 lots, which is what you're moving into.
Well, I know that for a fact. I'm not living on Cora's lot.
I'm talking about the 3 lots out in the Indian Hills Trailer Park
well, I'm sorry.
So are you saying you have 3 occupancy agreements?
No.
I'm not aware of any, but I know for a fact you don't have 3.
No. I'm cleaning the lot.
That is called going on to somebody's property without their permission.
Really?
Whether you're cleaning it, you're destroying it, or you're building on it, or you're standing on it, that's called trespass.
Wow.
If you owned the property, I know you'd understand this, because if I walked onto your property, you would say, that's trespass, you can't walk on my property.
You know,
And the thing is with the trust, it's easy. You just have to get permission. That's what we're here for. We're here to help people find places to live.
well, you and I need to talk.
Okay,
Let's go look at the records.
that's an awesome idea. That should have happened before you walked on the property. That's all we're asking for you to do is before you walk on UEP property,
I
you walk in.
talked to the trust, yeah.
I'm the director of the trust. I've been the director for a solid year, and I was the attorney for the trust for a year before that.
Yeah.
I've never spoken to you before.
And this was in 2010.
Okay, that was a long time ago. Have you paid a $100 occupancy fee since 2010?
I came in and discussed it with Jethro.
I'm not asking for discussions. I'm saying, since 2010, have you paid one single dollar for an occupancy fee?
Yes, we
Have
paid.
you?
We paid on that
Okay.
lot, yes.
All right, I'm going to go pull some records.
Why would I be looking at my balance with Jethro?
I'm not asking you about a balance. I'm not asking a conversation with Jethro. Jethro he's not a trustee. He's not the director. He is a consultant. He has no ability to speak on behalf of the
I
trust.
just spoke with Jethro, and he told me the same thing.
That's awesome. I'm glad he and I are telling you the same thing. That's a
He
good
told me
sign.
the same thing, other than I don't have an occupancy agreement. He told me that he knew I had
I'm
an
going to
occupancy.
walk in right now, and if you have an occupancy agreement for those 3 Indian Hill trailer lots, then this will be a very different discussion. I do not believe that is the case.
I'll tell you right now, I don't have 3 occupancy agreements.
Do you have one that covers the 3 lots?
I have number 4, like I said. And
Okay.
I'm cleaning number 4, and there's a few vehicles parked on adjacent units.
Okay,
But
I'm going to walk in and do a little research. This is a question that I can answer.
They're wrecked trailers.
I will tell you that
imposing-
our position is going to be this. If you have an occupancy agreement on one of those lots, even if you're non-compliant, and even if we haven't terminated that occupancy agreement, then we will not pursue trespass charges. But if you do not have an occupancy agreement on any of those lots, we are.
I have a whole album of photographs of my home on that lot,
Hey.
the garden, the big
I
dome.
bet you have photographs of your home on Cora's lot. And I bet you have,
That's not a home. Those were commercial greenhouses.
okay, I'll bet you have pictures of your home on your dad's lot. And I'll bet you have pictures
I
of
do.
your stuff on the Johnson's lot. That
I
doesn't
do.
mean that you have a right to be there. It doesn't mean that you own the property.
But I was there for 3 years.
I don't care. So you're trespassing for
I
3
didn't
years.
trespass for 3 years.
You know what? I'm sorry. I've been a criminal prosecutor before. People tell me all the time, well, I've been doing this for 4. That just means you've been breaking the law for a hell of a long time.
I'm not that kind of a person, Jeff.
Well, right now you are, because you're being trespassed off multiple
No,
pieces of
I'm
property.
being accused of trespassing.
Okay. Fair enough. You're
Okay.
presumed innocent, but I will tell you something. The UEP is going to draw a very hard line. There's an easy way to get occupancy of UEP property, and you can walk in this front door, and we will work with you.
I've been
No problem.
I've been in this front door. I've been in your dad's front door many times.
Okay.
Many discussions.
Let me clarify. I'm going to make it very simple. That front door leads to a secretary that works for the UEP Trust.
Uh-huh.
That UEP Trust, the secretary is going to direct you into my office. I have never met with you yet. If you want anything from the UEP Trust, you walk in that front door, talk to that secretary, get an appointment with me,
Uh-huh.
and we'll work something out. I'll tell you the proper process to go through.
Jeff, let's work something out.
Okay. I would appreciate that. Let's do it before you go on the property. That's
Yes.
the difference.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't want
Okay,
to do
I'm going to walk
anything
in.
unlawful.
Okay, I'm going to walk in really quickly. I'm going to see if you have an occupancy agreement. If you do, my position is going to be that you may have gone on property you shouldn't have. But
Encroached.
That's right, and I will ask, and the officer can decide. He has his own job to do in his own authority.
And I would
I
agree.
will request, we will say we would not like prosecution if you have an occupancy agreement on one of the lots. If you have no occupancy agreement, we're going to ask for criminal trespass. So I'm going to go do that research. Can you give me 2 minutes? Do you have that long?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Wow. How do you like your job?
What?
How do you like your job?
Oh, I love it.
A little stressful
Oh, sometimes.
at times?
Just like any other job.
Well, I'm sorry about this.
Well, yeah, like you're saying, there's a right way to do it. We just need to figure it all out, come on the same page, and,
Yeah.
and do it.
Compliance.
Yeah.
Absolutely. had that lot for a long time.
While I have you here, then, I was working on a case for Merrill Harker,
Mhm.
and he was missing some tools. You
Yeah,
have some of those tools?
and that was a blender and a sledgehammer and a bar.
Yeah.